Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and this is Beyond 100 Days of Making Comics, where I pick up where I left off on my 100 Days of Making Comics challenge journey. And if you don't know what that's about, you can go to, I think it's the 100s on Tumblr. I don't know how exactly that extension works, but it's the with two E's, and you can find out what that's all about. I'm sure most of you guys might know. But anyway, so I wrapped mine up a while back, but I like to give some updates on how the progress of my comic book is going. As you might know, my plans originally were to have it done by Phoenix Comicon, which is coming up at the end of May, which is right around the corner. I've been busting my butt trying to get some stuff done with that, but I have got some done on the comic, and I'll share what I've done with that real quick. But first of all, I got to get the formalities out of the way and show you my comic, Young and the Dead. It's a kids versus zombie story. It's a cross between Goonies and Night of the Living Dead, and it's a lot of fun. It's a throwback to all the 80s action kid-centric movies. So anyway, yeah, doing a lot of work, getting things ready for the Phoenix Comic Con, and super excited about some of the stuff that I'm working on right now. I'm doing things that I've never even done before, so I'm dabbling in a lot of new stuff. Let's see, prints on fabric. I'm working on some bow tie designs, which should be pretty cool. Waiting to get those back. They have been shipped, so I should be getting them any day now. Anxious to see those. I've been working on some new display, a big kind of plutonium carrying case type display. And this all goes, if you know anything about CircWorks, you know that it's kind of like a mad scientist lab, so that should fit right in. And that case, that display is almost done, and I've been chronicling my process of that whole thing along the way, so I'm anxious to show that. I've got one other thing. There's a little decal that I got to apply to it, and I got to get that printed this weekend. So hopefully next week I'll have that video, and also still planning on doing some kind of pro tips for conventions videos. So hopefully next week we'll have some of that too. So a lot of cool things around the corner. I'm super excited about what else. Got some other products, like some messenger bags and some new prints that I'm working on. Here's the latest. This is my latest print. It's CircWorks Time Machines. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. But this will kind of give you an idea of some of the prints and stuff. Very graphic designy, very retro, future, kind of vintage poster look. So that's that. Let's see. So yeah, I did. Despite all this other stuff that I'm working on, I still did put in my time on Young and the Dead. Issue number 3 is the one I'm working on now. Now, I think I started talking about this and then I flipped into something else. But so the original deadline was to have that issue 3 done by Phoenix Comicon. That's not going to happen, just because I just had a slew of other client stuff that I had to take care of. And I'm free from that now, so things are moving along at a quicker pace on the book, but still won't be able to get it done by Phoenix Comic-Con. But I am going to do kind of a preview thing. I mentioned this before. It's probably going to be about the first 8 pages. I'll probably sell it for just $1, but there'll be a coupon for $1 off when 3 comes out. So it's kind of almost like a freebie, but it's my way of hoping to get people back. It's like saying I'm sorry it didn't get done, but here's at least a little teaser, and hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'm actually about halfway through. Which is good, but if you've been watching along, it's taken a long way to get that halfway point. But things are going to move pretty fast, especially after Phoenix Comic-Con dies down. I should have more time to concentrate on it, so should have that coming out soon. But here's did I show this? I'm like scatterbrained today. I don't think I did show this. So this is the page that I just worked on. I won't, if you want to pause on it, you can see it. I don't want to. Some of these pages I'm worried about if people are following along with the story, that giving it away. So I'll just kind of do a quick show just to show that I've done something. And if you want to pause it, if you really want to check it out, I guess you can. So there is the latest page, page number 12. So. Let's see. So yeah, I'm actually. I guess that would make it way more than halfway done. So It's a 22-page book. So, but the other thing I'm doing for that mini comic is I've been lettering some of the beginning pages, and coming along with that, I've got about, I don't know, 3 of those 8 pages, 3 or 4 of those 8 pages lettered. So that's cool. Excited about that. What else? This might be a little bit of a short one. I just want to give an update. They don't all have to go 20 minutes. Sometimes that's a little more information that you need. So what else? Oh, I've been if besides doing all this stuff, I've been just jumping on Jeff Lafferty's Artcasters, which he does pretty much every morning, and then of course it's recorded on YouTube, so you can watch it whenever you want. But I tried to get on today, and for some reason I couldn't. It wouldn't let me. I logged on, and I see everyone's icons, but I don't see anything going on. So I don't know what the deal with that was. But I would invite everyone to go check out his YouTube show, Jeff Lafferty's Artcast. It's great. It's just a bunch of artists hanging out, talking about artist stuff and nerd stuff and all kinds of. We just get into some like weird topics. It just depends what it depends on who's on it and everything. But I've been enjoying being on that show. So thanks, Jeff, for inviting me to come on, and do check that out. And I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out. One more order of business that I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to last week, and I should have. So growing up, of course, I was big into comics as a kid. My cousin Neil was also big into comics, and he drew and stuff just like me. He recently, well, like I said, I should have done this last week because so last month was a milestone birthday for him. I won't say in case he doesn't want me to say, but I'll just say he's younger than me. So, but yeah, he was big into comics, and he really like. I would buy kind of just in the beginning. I would kind of buy books just for the artwork and stuff. He would always buy them to read and everything. And I mean, he introduced me to like Watchmen, and he's the one that he was like big into George Perez. Probably still is, I'm sure. But he introduced me to like George Perez and everything like that. And just so I couldn't think of what to get him for his birthday because, like I said, it was like a milestone birthday. And so I'm looking through some of my old artwork, and I remember seeing a drawing that he did of this character that he designed, because we would draw our own characters and stuff, and hopefully he doesn't mind if I show this, because I'm going to show like his original drawing that I did that he did back when we were a kid, and somehow I ended up with it, which is cool, but I kind of wanted to give that back to him, but I also wanted to kind of do like a new version of one of his characters just as a gift. So I drew a cover for his character, called the Silver Streaker, and it's not a guy who drops trowels and runs around or anything like that. It's a guy that kind of like Silver Surfer. He's most when we were kids, a lot of our characters are based on that other thing. But he had like the skateboard and everything, and he would I don't know exactly his origin. I guess I had to find that out from Neil, but anyway, so that was really cool. And like I said. He just kind of introduced me to a lot of cool comics and stuff as a kid, and I wanted to kind of show some of this stuff and wish a late happy birthday, even though I was there on his birthday, so it's not like I missed it or anything. But so I'm gonna say goodbye and just throw up some pictures of his original drawings and of this Silver Streaker character that he did, and he had a whole superhero group, and I don't remember exactly what it was. But anyways, and there's another character in there. I don't remember her name, but I think he drew this. I forgot how old he was, maybe 10 or 11. It said on the back of the paper, but that he drew it on, but I don't remember. But anyway, so again, happy late birthday to my cousin Neil, and here's some pictures, and that is all.